welcome to Cooking with Cori. I'm your host, Chef Cori Dern, and I'm also a proud media spokesperson for Foodland, Ontario, where we all know good things grow. And today I'm doing a wonderful Foodland, Ontario recipe. It is called Caribbean Turkey Potato Curry. Yep, you heard me, turkey potato curry. So delicious, Caribbean flavors, nice and warm, makes you feel good during those cold seasons. Of course, just like any recipe, you can get as creative as you want. I'm gonna say that right now, if you're watching this, you know that turkey is probably one of your most cost-effective proteins, especially after the holidays. Sometimes it's great to pick recipes that you're going to make in the future based on any kind of holiday that's up and coming, because generally speaking, after a holiday, you know that especially if it's locally sourced, like great, wonderful Ontario turkey, that it's going to be in a price point that you'll really enjoy. So for this very delicious recipe, I have a number of beautiful ingredients in front of me. We've got some yellow fleshed Ontario potatoes, some beautiful Ontario carrots, which I've cut nice and chunks kind of to match up with the potatoes because it's a hearty curry. I've got some Ontario onion. I've got about, I'm going to say 2 tablespoons of oil here. I'm going to recommend you go with a light oil as opposed to a heavy oil. And then I've got my spice blend here, which consists of fresh ginger grated. I've got curry powder. You can get an already made curry powder. This one is a yellow curry powder. It's totally up to you. Then I've got some turmeric. I've got some dried thyme. I have some allspice, and I don't know if you can see right here, I've got these cute little berries. I'll move this out of the way. These are allspice berries. You can take your pick and either use like 15 allspice berries or about, I don't know, it would be a few, like a teaspoon and a half, maybe 2 teaspoons of the dried allspice, totally up to you. Salt, pepper, some chili flakes for taste. If you like it spicy, then you know you can be a little bit more generous on it. If you like it really spicy, then go with a hot curry. Right now I've just got a mild one for the crew here because we eat everything that we make because it's so darn good. And then I've got about 6 cloves of garlic here, which I'm going to slice up for you. And last but certainly not least, some beautiful Ontario turkey, which I have right over here. And what I've done is I've combined all of my spices together so that it gave me that beautiful curry, which is what a curry is. A curry is a combination of spices that give you a wonderful flavor. And I marinated this turkey, which I cut into chunks. Again, same size chunks so that everything is even with the potatoes and the carrots. Marinated it overnight, but you can marinate it for at least a half an hour. If there's no acid in your curry blend, then you can definitely marinate it overnight and it won't break down. So I know that this beautiful Caribbean turkey and potato curry is going to be flavorful from every level, mainly because I marinated the turkey ahead of time. So I know that each bite of that turkey is just going to be yum. So I'm going to take my garlic off right now and move my spice blend over here. And this is one of those spice blends that's really great to make ahead of time and then keep it in an airtight container, and then you can use it the next time you want to make it. If you find yourself shopping and you're buying large quantities of something, you know, make a big bulk batch of it, and then that way the next time you're like, oh, you know, it was really great, that Foodland Ontario Caribbean style turkey and potato curry. I think I have some of that spice blend left, woot. Or else you could get really creative, because once you try the spice blend, I know you're gonna love it, and create something else. Because like I always say, recipe is a guideline. So I'm gonna slice up my garlic, but first, because timing is everything, I'm gonna turn on my pot. This is one of those really great one-pot meals. And I'm gonna put in my oil, enough just to coat the bottom of the pan, because that way the turkey or any meat that you choose to put in here, like I said, I've gone with Ontario turkey because it was readily available and it was just beautiful. But if you want to use chicken, I suppose, you're more than welcome to use any kind of protein you like. So I'm going to let this heat up, and I just want the oil to shimmer. I don't want it to get smoky or burn, because then that's going to affect the cooking. I'm going to end up burning my turkey. It's going to affect the flavor of it. Things will taste like burn, and burn does not taste good. So the first thing I'm going to do is brown my turkey. So I'm going to add my turkey to the pot, and it doesn't have to have a crisp seal. I know that my pan is not super, super hot right now, but it's just hot enough that I can put in my turkey and let those flavors incorporate. Put that over there. So get my turkey into the pot and let that just hang out a bit. I've got it on high right now, and I'm gonna listen, because if I hear the sizzling, that'll indicate to me that my pot is nice and hot and I can stir it around. It'll be beautiful. In the interim, I'm gonna slice up kind of my garlic, and I want it to be kind of rustic and chunky as well, just like my potatoes and my carrots, as opposed to thinly sliced. And the reason for that is if I thinly slice or mince or puree my garlic, it's going to be far more intense in flavor, whereas if I just do some nice coarse chunky pieces of garlic, it's going to kind of meld in with those chunks of potato and chunks of carrot, and then you'll enjoy a nice little flavorful chunk of garlic to go with it. The other thing is, I'm not going to add my garlic right away because garlic cooks very, very, very quickly, and you only want to add the garlic at the end. So when this turkey is nice and beautifully browned and got that nice color going on, I'm going to want to add, at that point, my onions. And I can cook my onion with my turkey. It doesn't matter. I'm not caramelizing the onion. I'm actually just cooking the onion until it is nice and soft. And once it's nice and soft, you can kind of hear it going now, I'm going to add my carrots and my yellow fleshed Ontario potatoes. And put that right under here. You can already hear it going. And it is sounding really, really lovely. And you're just going to do this until your onions are softened and your turkey has got a nice color going on. But again, it's not really that important because at the end of the day, you're going to be cooking this and it's going to take a little while to cook. Oh, that's the sound you want to hear. And now I'm going to add my big chunks of garlic. And I've already seasoned my meat, so I don't need to add another spice to it. And then I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken stock. And I'm just going to add enough that it just covers the top of what I'm cooking. Not all the way. You can see that I've got maybe about 1/4 of an inch, a little less, just to cover the top. And I'm going to let that cook for about 45 minutes. And once it's cooked, you're going to let it cook with the lid off so that the water level can reduce and it can become nice and thick and those potatoes can break down so that you end up with this absolutely gorgeous Caribbean turkey potato curry. So, so beautiful, so delicious, tastes even better the next day. If you want this recipe, please check out foodlandontario.ca or you can go to my page, chefcori.com. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, good things grow in Ontario.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.